Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Good afternoon. This is Power 365 FM coming to you live from Felele, Ibadan. My name is Olamide Adeniji, and this is the local news. First, the major headlines. Delta Governor meets President Tinubu. Troops recover 16 kidnapped victims in Kaduna. Edo Assembly directs CJ to constitute panel to probe Deputy Governor. Senate threatens to debit account of banks. Kano distances self from violence in Southeast. And from Osun State, Governor Adeleke moves to change Osun logo. Don't forget to join us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power365FM, on Instagram at Power365_FM, on Twitter at PowerOnline365, and on YouTube at Power365FM. The Senate on Tuesday mandated its committees on Defense, Army, Air Force, and Navy to immediately investigate the circumstances that led to the killing of an Army commander, 3 officers, and 12 other soldiers by yet-to-be-identified attackers in Okwama community of Bomadi local government area of Delta State on March 14. Meanwhile, the Delta State Governor, Sheriff Oboveri, visited President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Aso Rock to brief him on the incident. The soldiers, who were from 181 Amphibious Battalion, were deployed into the community on a peace mission following the escalation of a communal crisis in the area. However, unknown gunmen ambushed and murdered them in what the Senate described as being in a most horrific manner. And from Edo State House of Assembly on Tuesday moved a step further the ladder of the impeachment process against the Deputy Governor, Comrade Philip Schreiber, as it directed the state's Chief Judge, Justice Daniel Okugbowa, Justice Daniel Okugbowa, to set up a panel of 7 wise men to investigate the allegations of gross misconduct leveled against the Deputy Governor. The Assembly gave the directive via a resolution passed during plenary session as a furtherance to the impeachment process it initiated against the embattled Deputy Governor penultimate week. This is still Power 365 FM. Do stay tuned. We'll be back.
Turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
You're welcome back. detained leader of the proscribed indigenous peoples of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has disassociated himself from the violence in the southeastern part of the country. The IPOB leader vowed that those behind the violence leading to the killing of their fellow brothers and sisters and burning of properties under the guise of being IPOB members would not be spared. Kanu told newsmen this on Tuesday, immediately after the Federal High Court in Abuja denied him bail on charges bordering on terrorism slammed against him by the federal government. He noted that the violence persisted because he was being held in custody of the Department of State Services and said if released, there will be peace in the entire southeast region of the country. And in Osun State, the Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, has written the House of Assembly requesting the approval for the change of the state logo. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that the request letter was read by Speaker of the Assembly, Mr. Adewale Egbedun, during the plenary on Tuesday. In the letter entitled Presentation of New Logo of Osun State Government for Approval, the Governor urged the Assembly to fast-track the approval so as to make the new logo the official brand of the state. The Speaker, after reading the letter, urged the House Committee on Judiciary, Legal Matters, and Public Petitions to advise the House on the new logo. And on the Senate, the Senate has resolved to debit the account of commercial banks which guaranteed loans for beneficiaries of Anchor's Borrowers Program of the Central Bank of Nigeria. It vowed to carry out the process through the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Senate Ad hoc Committee set up to investigate the printing of 27 trillion naira by the Central Bank of Nigeria through its Ways and Means overdraft and the disbursement of Anchor Borrowers Program under the Muhammadu Buhari administration issued the threat at its inaugural sitting on Tuesday. At its session with officials of the Apex Bank led by the Deputy Governor, Corporate Services (CBN), Bala Bello, the Senate ad hoc team led by Senator Jibril Issa was peeved that the outstanding sum of 358 billion naira stands the risk of being categorized as bad debt. This is Power 365 FM, and that ends our news at our local news at 2 p.m. Once again, these are the headlines. Delta Governor meets President Tinubu over attack in Delta State. Governor Adeleke moves to change Osun logo. Kano distances self from violence in Southeast. Senate threatens to debit account of banks. Edo Assembly directs CJ to constitute panel to probe Deputy Governor. Thank you for listening to us. Don't forget to join and share. Our social media handles once again are on Facebook at Power365FM, on YouTube at Power365FM, and on Twitter at PowerOnline365, on Instagram at Power365_FM. Do have a good day.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power.
Ìyàwó gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ lẹ́nu. Ìyàwó gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ lẹ́nu. Nígbà tó bá yá, wà lọ́kọ ò fẹ́ràn rẹ o. Gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ lẹ́nu. Ìyàwó gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ lẹ́nu. Ìyàwó gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ lẹ́nu. Nígbà tó bá yá, wà lọ́kọ ò fẹ́ràn rẹ o. Gbọ́rọ̀ sọ́kọ. Tọwọ́ ọkọ gbà. Obìnrin tó mọ rírì ọkọ. Àrítọwọ́ ọkọ gbà tí kì í ṣàgídí tó ń bọ̀wọ̀ fọ́kọ. Bí mo bá kúrò ẹja mi o. Bí mo bá kúrò ẹja mi o. Obìnrin tó ṣoúnjẹ fọ́kọ lásìkò. Ìyàwó tó ṣoúnjẹ fọ́kọ lásìkò. Kò ní jà láì.